I was in a situation this week where I was at the studio presenting on the radio station, a Riverside radio station, and when I got there, the equipment that we used was on standby, but I wasn't due to start for about 20 minutes, so I waited 20 minutes because I thought it would automatically just start as it would usually, start, but it didn't. So I waited for a little bit longer and it wouldn't start. So then I had to email one or two people, and then I sent a text to the actual manager to let them know that I'm not able to present because everything's on standby. So eventually I got a text back saying that I'm going to have to switch everything off and start it back up again. Now, what's happened is about a week ago, we got an email stating that if anything goes wrong, this is what you have to do. And it gave you all the technical information of what you had to do. And I looked at it and I thought, I'm not going to be able to do that. That's too technical. It looks too complicated. So because I've been getting to the studio a lot earlier than I was before, I've actually had time to sort of look around and look at things in detail, and I still couldn't work it out. So when the manager told me what to do, I actually went back to the email because it had written instruction there, and I used the information, and you know what, I managed to switch everything back on, and it was like, well, I managed to do it, but it was still on standby. So eventually I had to leave the studio, but because obviously something else needed to be done, but it got sorted within a few hours. It got sorted out, but it just went to show that when we got that email saying, if anything happens, this is what you have to do. Every time I've gone to the studio since, it's like, oh, I hope nothing happens. I hope nothing happens, but something did. But I'm lucky it didn't happen when I was on air. But even if it did, I wouldn't panic because now I know what to do. But how about you? Have you been in a situation where you're in a situation where you're surrounded by a lot of technical items or what have you, or you're just surrounded by computers or what have you, and you have been told something goes wrong, this is all you've got to do is this, and you're sort of thinking, I'm not going to be able to do that, and then something does happen and you have no choice but to try and work it out, and you manage to, and it's not as difficult as you thought it was. Don't forget to comment on my page, welcome Rosalind, to like and even share. Don't forget to press the notification button so that all the videos that I do come up and running straight to you, because since we got that email saying that if anything happens, this is what you do, every time I've gone to the studio, I've always like, oh, I hope nothing happens, I hope nothing happens. But something did, and I had no choice but to try and work out what to do, how to set everything back up. And when I did, it just made me feel a lot more confident. Even if something did happen on air, I wouldn't panic because I know what to do. So, you live and you learn, and sometimes things happen for a reason. Maybe I was put in that position to take away, so I wouldn't panic if something did happen, because, so it's all good, isn't it? But anyway, I look forward to hearing your comments. You take care. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.